to announce that.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's also make sure that we're all muted, just so we can have, or maybe Lisa can even mute all for me, just so we have nice quiet background and you're ensured to just see me. Let's see, can I? Annette, do you see where you mute your microphone?
Pardon me?
Do you know how to mute your microphone?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna all mute before I start class, so it's nice and quiet.
Okay. I'm
Thank
sorry about
you.
that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you all. Okay, so we're still talking about Ayurveda. What is Ayurveda? Ayurveda is the sister science to yoga. And it deals a lot with the, really the basis of it are the 5 elements and how those elements are not only in nature, but in Ayurveda, we believe that the elements are also in the body. Today, we're talking about the fire element, which is really interesting because it deals with our digestion. And it falls right here in the center area of our body, which in yoga, we call the solar plexus. So during class, if you hear me refer to the solar plexus, it's right here, this area above the navel center. And, it makes sense that it's connected to our digestion. So in practice today, we'll certainly focus on how we're using this area in our posture practice. And also we'll, really pay close attention to the heat that is created in our body. That is the fire element as well. Okay. So before I go back to my mat, I want to show you, I always teach the hand gestures or the mudras. They're very quieting. And the fire one is when you take your ring finger and you bend it in and you hold it with the thumb. That's the fire mudra or hand gesture. And then if you turn the palms up, you can just rest that down on your knees. I'm going to go back to my mat. You can rest that down on your thighs. And let's all find our most comfortable seat. That could be in a chair, that could be on a blanket or a block. And if you want to join me in the fire Surya mudra, Surya means sun. And when you feel ready, go ahead and close your eyes, relax your shoulders, drop your chin a little bit, and pick up a nice long spine here. Really nice posture. Let's take our focus, let's take our attention right away to our breath, feeling the inhale come in through our nostrils, maybe pulling it all the way down to your belly, that solar plexus area, feeling your belly puff out. And then on the exhale, drawing the navel center back and up as you let the breath out. So this is a continuous, lifelong practice of how do we breathe. And every week we just come to our mats and we practice this breath, inhaling through the nose, bringing the breath all the way down to the belly and puffing the belly out. And then exhaling, pulling that navel center back and up to let the breath out. Try that a few times on your own, nice and slow and smooth. Really noticing that solar plexus, that upper belly area today. Noticing how the breath feels. Let's do that one more time. A nice big inhale. And then exhaling the breath out. Let's release our hand mudra. Let our hands go. Maybe wiggle your fingers. Keep your eyes closed and bring your hands to your belly. Bring your hands to your solar plexus. Maybe feeling the warmth of the heat from your hands. And a little bit of self-inquiry we can do this morning is to simply ask ourselves, where could we have a little more fire in our lives? Where could we have a little more fire in our lives? Asking yourself this question and seeing what comes up. breathing into that, whatever came up for you. And then from that, creating an intention for your practice from whatever came up from that question. Let's sit with that just for a few more breaths before we all open our eyes. And then we'll slowly release our hands and blink our eyes open. Let this beautiful light that we have this morning in. And we are going to start on our backs. So one thing before you come back to your back is that I don't want you to have to worry about turning your head to look at the screen. I'm going to cue you as best as I can, okay? So try to come back to your backs and keep your head flat on the earth. You can certainly have a blanket underneath you if you want, but let's for today make sure that we're nice and flat, that we're not doing any lift under the spine or any big chest opener. We're just nice and flat, feeling your lower back on the earth. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Let's just pause here for a moment and again, bring the hands to the belly or the solar plexus. Notice your breath here. So here, what you can notice when you breathe is the spine. How is the spine moving? Let's all together take a nice big inhale. Let the belly puff up. Feel your spine go a little bit off the ground. And then on the exhale, draw your navel center back and up and then pressing your spine into the earth. Let all the breath out. So now you can feel what's happening. The inhale is a little bit of a back bend in your body. And the exhale is when the spine goes down and makes contact with the earth, maybe even a little bit of a forward fold, a forward bend in the spine. Notice that 2 more times, inhaling on the back, exhaling, pressing the spine gently down into the earth. And your pelvis is even working here a little bit, even the lower belly. Okay. Let's go ahead and remove our hands from our belly and hug our knees into our body. Have a little bit of space in between your knees. We call this Appanasana. So the feet have lifted up off the earth and you're hugging your knees into your body. Sometimes it's just habit to roll a little bit here. Let's breathe here. Okay, we're going to keep our feet up off the earth. Why don't you kiss your legs together here and bring your feet up a little bit so your shins are parallel with the earth. Take your arms and bring them out to your sides, nice and wide if you can, with your palms down. Now, before we begin this, check and see if you're holding anything in the shoulders, in the neck, or in the face. Relax all of that. We're going to move our knees from side to side. You're going to go as far as you can. If you want to go all the way down to the ground, certainly. If you want to just do tiny movements, absolutely. Let's go with the breath together. Stay in the center. Inhaling here. Exhale, dropping both knees down to the right. You can roll the hips again, go as far as you want to. Inhale, bringing the knees back up to center. Pause. Exhale, dropping both knees down to the left. This is a nice hip stretch. Inhale, coming up to center. Keep going. Exhale, dropping to the right again. So again, you are deciding how far you're dropping those knees. No matter how far you're going, you still need to have the control, the strength coming from the center, coming from that fire spot, that solar plexus area. Let's go to one side one more time, wherever side you're on, it doesn't matter. Dropping the knees as far as you can, bringing them up to center. And then let's release by setting the feet down on the earth and resting for a moment. Maybe you need to lift your hips up and sort of adjust your hips a little bit. Pause here. All right, the feet are on the earth. The arms are staying where they are. Palms are down. Let's keep the left foot on the earth and raise the right leg up to the sky. So just the right leg. So right away, I'm noticing how tight my right leg feels. So soften the knee. Don't go too far. The foot is up towards the sky and you're going to take that foot, that right foot, and you're going to take it in circles. Taking it in circles, you might hear your ankle snap, crackle, pop. Moving that right foot in both directions. Breathing into that whole right leg. And then as you feel okay with it, you can straighten the leg a little bit more. You can even point that right toe, that right foot, or flex it rather, towards your center. That's a good opening in the back of the right leg. Okay, soften that right leg a little bit. We're going to now take the strength from the center again to lower this right leg to match up with the left knee, to be at the same level. We'll inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower that right leg down just to meet the other leg. Inhale, bring it all the way back up with control. Go nice and slow, please. Exhale, lower that leg, only about 45 degrees. Inhale, bring the leg back up. Exhale, lower the leg a little bit. And now this last time, listen carefully. Inhale, nice long leg. Use your whole entire exhale. Challenge yourself to slowly lower the leg all the way down to the earth. Let it land quietly and not a loud drop. And pause, and let's hug both knees into the body. Roll back and forth a little bit. All right, we're going to do all that on the other side, okay? Take both feet down to the earth. Take your arms out to the sides, palms down if you can. This time the left leg goes straight up to the sky. The right leg is down on the earth, foot and the knee is bent. So soften your knee here first and begin to roll that left foot, taking it in circles, one direction. My ankle's very cracky this morning. It's talking to me. Taking it in the other direction, really noticing the foot, maybe even wiggling the toes, breathing into that whole leg while you're moving the foot. And then pause for a moment, straighten that left leg as much as you can, maybe even flex the foot and take the toes towards the center. That's a big stretch. Breathe into that. And now soften that leg a little bit, maybe bend the knee, and we're going to move it up and down here like we did with the other side. Take a nice big inhale first. Exhale, lowering the leg down just to where the right knee is. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Now remember, match your movement with your breath. Exhale down. And be controlled about the movement as well. Control and smooth and strong. These are all the qualities we're looking for. Keep going. Inhale up. Exhale down just to be at the same height as that right knee. And then last one, here's what we're going to do. Same as the other side. Inhale up. Use your whole exhale to lower that left leg all the way down. It's going to land so quietly on the earth. Let it land there. It makes contact. And then hug both knees into the body, please. Apanasana. Release that. Release that. Okay, so from here, we're actually going to keep these feet up off the earth. We're going to keep our knees bent. We are going to bring our arms down to our sides, arms down to our sides. Check in with your shoulders and your neck and your jaw again. Relax all of that. We're going to do the sequence of what is called UPP. It's a big long name, so we call it UPP. Listen carefully here. We're going to move the arms first. Inhale, reaching the arms back behind you. Stretch those arms back. Let them land on the earth if they can. Exhale, draw the arms back down as both legs come to straight up to the sky. Keep the legs up. Just the arms again. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way back. And now on the exhale, everything comes down. Arms and legs all the way down. Now, if you want to land your feet all the way to the earth and start from there, you can do that. That's a little more challenging. Or you can have your feet up, okay? You decide. Let's try that again. The arms start first. Inhale, reaching the arms back. Stretch back here. Exhale, legs come up all the way up to the sky here. Inhale, reach back again. Exhale, everything lowers down. Pause here for a moment. All right. Listen for the cueing. Inhale, just the arms come back. Exhale, legs lift up. Inhale one more time. Exhale, everything comes down. Pause here for a moment. On the inhale, we're going to go in for the stay. Everything's going to go up. Inhale, arms and legs go up at the same time, right into UPP. It's like an upside down down dog. Root your lower back into the earth, flex your feet, reach your arms, breathe into the whole backs of the legs there. See how that feels? This is our last movement on our backs. Let's let everything come down with the exhale. And when your feet land, hug your knees into your body and let your solar plexus or your center release and soften. All right, we're going to take our time here to come up. So we've been down for a long time. So if you want to go to your side, roll to your side first to come up, you can. Or if you want to just roll right up to seated, if you feel comfortable doing that. But when we come up, let's sort of pause for a moment, because we all know how that feels to be on your back for a good amount of time and then all of a sudden pop up. Here we are, right? It's a little bit of a shock. So bring your body to upright. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Support yourself with your hands and take your knees back and forth. Just giving our body a bit of a moment here to reverse the blood flow there, to have it, that we're upright now. Okay, breathe into your legs. We're going to move ourselves to tabletop. So you might want to put something under your knees as you come into tabletop shape here on your mat today. You're now weight bearing. So spread those fingers out, soften your elbows a little bit. You can be on the tops of your feet. So what is the center of the body doing here? Make sure you're not dipping down, but that you're pulling up here, that you are engaged. Let's go into cat-cow. Inhale, curve your spine and look forward for the back bend. Exhale, round the spine and pull the chin in. And then keep going with the breath, your own breath. Inhale is the back bend. Exhale is that forward cat shape. 2 more times, please. Your elbows can be nice and soft. Your eyes can be closed as the breath is flowing through you. Last time here. And then release it with an exhale. Let the whole exhale out. And then pause here for a moment. All right, let's work ourselves back into child's pose, but let's do so dynamically. So once again, inhale, curve the spine, look forward. Exhale, round the spine. This time, drop your hips all the way back and reach your arms forward, child's pose shape. Once again, inhale, coming up to the back bend, look forward. Exhale, round the spine and pull the hips back as you reach your arms. Maybe the head makes contact, maybe not. Keep going. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, back to child's pose. This time, settle into child's pose. So you might want to prop this for yourself. Maybe stack the fists to keep your forehead up. You can open your knees, drop your seat and your hips back, soften your face and close your eyes. Go to your breath. Child's pose, Balasana. So when we're in a pose like this, we let the belly drop down in between our inner thighs, and we can certainly feel the belly moving with our breath here. Once again, puffing out with the inhale as the breath draws down, and then pulling that navel center back and up to really push that exhale out. Okay. Give yourself one more breath here. And then you will bring yourself back up to tabletop. So at this point in the practice, it might be a good idea for you to have blocks nearby. You can either start right up on the blocks if you want, or you can just have them there as a just in case. We're going to go into low lunge. So let's everyone please take this right leg and bring it forward. The left leg is back. So I'm up on my blocks. I'm deciding here how high I want them to be. Okay. Right leg is forward. Left leg is back. If you don't have blocks, you're down on the ground, right? On fingertips, maybe fists, maybe the hands are flat. All right. We're going to have options here to add a little fire to this low lunge. You can curl the back toes, and on the inhale, bring up that back knee as much as you can. Exhale, lower it down. Take your time here. Keep your chin in. Inhale, the back knee could come up as much as you can. Exhale, pulsing it down. One more time, please. Inhale up. Exhale down. Pause here, being still for a moment. And to finish this, if you'd like to come up for the full low lunge, bringing your upper body up, pausing for a moment, and then sweeping the arms up. It's called Anjaneyasana. Breathe here. Keep your gaze on something so you have good balance. Notice the strength even coming from your center here. Let's take one last breath together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let the arms come down. And take that right leg back and let the hips come back and forth. Okay, we got to do all that on the other side. Take your left leg forward, right leg back. Make sure you feel good here. Adjust the foot, adjust the back knee. And then you have options here. You can bring that back knee up if you want to. You don't have to. Curl the back toes. Inhale, pulsing up that knee as much as you can. Exhale, bringing it down with control. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. So it's really subtle, but we're turning it into a high lunge. Inhale, because that back knee is coming up. Exhale. Last one together. Inhale. Exhale, drop the back knee, but give yourself a moment here. Get situated, stay where you are, and then decide if you want to rise on up for low lunge. Anjaneyasana. You can reach the arms up. See if you can avoid really sinking the hips. Rather, pull the energy up. Reach the arms up. Strength from the center. One more breath together. Inhale. Exhale, bring everything down. Beautiful. Take this front leg back and take your hips back and forth. Okay, from here, this is our last little movement in tabletop. From here, we're going to go into a little bit of a subtle twist. You can keep your blocks if you want to, or you can move them to the side and be flat on the earth. We're going to start with the right side, opening up on the right side. So maybe take that left hand and move it a little bit towards the center. Inhale, taking the right arm up to the sky, opening up, looking up. Exhale, take the right arm down, tap your fingertips down. Keep going on the right side. Inhale, feeling that twist. Exhale. See if your gaze can follow your fingertips. Inhale, and then exhale down. Now, inhale, bring that right arm all the way up and let's stay. Find your breath. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Pause for a moment. Maybe even give your hands a little break. Shake your hands off. We're almost done with this. And let's go to the left side. Ready? Take the right hand maybe a little bit to the center. Left side opens up. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lower down. Follow your hand with your gaze, with your eyes if you can. Exhale down. Inhale up. Feel the twist. So good for our digestion. Exhale down. Last one, stay open here. Reach up, breathe into that whole left side of the body. Exhale, lower the arm down. Pause here for a moment. We are going to transition to standing. So what's the best way for you to do that? You can go to down dog, curl the toes and the hips go up. If you don't practice down dog, you can just go into low lunge like we just did and step right up. Okay, here we are. So take your time, please, transitioning. Take a drink if you need. Fix your clothes. Do whatever you need to do. And we will all meet here for our standing practice here on the mat. Have a little bit of space in between your feet. Feel the soles of the feet on the earth and then build this first standing pose, Tadasana, from the ground up. Let the arms come down to the sides. Relax your shoulders. Let's make it dynamically. We're going to move the arms to shoulder height as the heels come up for balance. Fix your gaze on the earth. Drop your chin a little bit. Inhale, arms float up, heels float up. Exhale, arms float down, heels float down. Keep going, please. Inhale with control. Exhale down. And if your breath is nice and long, you're taking that whole time to come up And the whole time to come down with the exhale. Such precision here. Keep your gaze steady. Keep going. Let's do this last one together. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, shoulder height. Exhale, draw the breath out as you lower down. Pause here for a moment. Let's now begin to flow a little bit more to bring our heat level up a little bit, but we're still going to go with the breath. So it's going to be very slow and controlled. Keep the heels down, please. Inhale, reaching the arms up in front of you. Stretch up. Soften the knees. Exhale, fold forward as far as you can, maybe onto a chair. Let's inhale and come up halfway, but reach those arms forward by our ears. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up. Exhale the arms down. Okay, that's the whole sequence. It's called Uttanasana sequence. Let's do it together again. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, we bend the knees a lot and we fold forward as far as we can, maybe on a chair or blocks or the ground. Inhale, we come up halfway and we reach those arms and send your hips back. Exhale here. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, maybe a little bit of a back bend. Exhale the arms down. Let's do one more time together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slow and steady. Inhale to halfway. Exhale there. Let's finish it off together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale the arms down. Nice. Pause here for a moment. Release the body, sort of shake that out a little bit. Let's come back to the back of our mats. We're going to set up this next pose from the back of our mats. We call it Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Please take this right leg and take a nice step forward. And then you can leave that back foot at an angle, or you can even be on the ball mount with the heel up. See what feels better to you, but make sure you have good coverage here for balance. Bring the hips and the upper body centered. Notice your solar plexus area for a moment. Draw strength from that area today in this pose. We'll bring the arms up in front of us today. We're going to inhale all together, reach the arms up and bend into the front knee. Exhale, releasing the arms down and straightening that front leg. Please go slow. Follow your breath. Inhale, arrive in the pose. That front knee bends. Exhale, we come out of it. 2 more times. Let this be an individualized practice for yourself as you follow your own breath. That's what makes it very special, very individual for you. Okay, let's all meet standing here. Same leg is in front, that right leg is in front. Pause for a moment. Let's go in for the hold. Inhale, arms reach up, the front knee bends. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath today. A little more fire. Inhale. Exhale, let the arms come down, straighten the leg, and step the foot back to the back of your mat. And just pause and rest for a moment while I turn this email off. Okay, so at the back of your mat, take a moment, take a couple breaths, maybe shake it off, and you're going to prepare yourself to step your left leg forward, right leg back. So usually that step that you do is your distance that your legs should be. Back foot is at an angle, or it can be on the ball mount, right? See what feels better. The body naturally wants to turn. Bring the body back to center. Let's go into it together, okay? Notice your center. Draw strength from your center today. Inhale, reaching the arms up, stretch up, bend into the front knee. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower the arms, straighten the leg. Keep going. Follow your own breath. Keep your eyes open in standing poses always. Inhale, up, we bend. Exhale is the release. One more time, even listen to your own breath. It really is guiding you in the practice. That is the foundation. Okay, let's all meet here, just as we are. Keep that same foot forward. Let's go in for the hold. Ready? Inhale, reaching the arms up, stretch up, bend into the front knee. Stay here. Adjust your arms as you need. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. We can do it. Inhale here. Exhale, release everything, and then step those legs together. Maybe you can bring the back leg forward and just pause for a moment. So at this point, let's notice how we feel. Just standing in even equal standing pose. It's called samastihati. Notice how you feel for a moment. Is the heat getting a little higher in your body? That is the fire element right there. Okay. Talk about heat. Let's do chair pose. So let's decide where we're going to bring our arms today. Let's maybe drop the arms to shoulder height when we arrive in chair pose today, okay? First, to start, inhale, reaching the arms up, stretch up. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the seat, and bring the arms down to shoulder height. Keep your chin in if you can. Inhale, reach up again. Take your time, straighten up. We're going to go right back into it. Exhale, chair pose. Keep going, so steady. Inhale up. Exhale, we're teasing into it. And then last one, dynamic. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down into chair pose. And let's take a little break after this before we hold it. So inhale, reach up, stretch up, and then just the arms. Just float the arms down. Pause for a moment. Just pause for a moment, shake that off. Now we go in for the hold. Decide where you want your hands to be or your arms. They could be at your heart center. They could be up. They could be forward. Why don't you choose? Inhale, placing your arms where you want them. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the seat, and go right into chair pose. Breathing here, gazing out over the fingertips if they're in front of you, feeling your feet rooted on the earth and literally feeling the fire, that fire within you, sustaining you in the pose. Let's all see if we can smile, breathe here. Let's release it on the inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale the arms down. And then before shaking it off, just stand with it for a moment and feel that vibration in your body. Feel the heat that the poses create, please. Okay, I'd like to give you one more movement here, standing before we come down to the earth for a lower practice. Let's open up our feet about as wide as a mat would be, about as wide as our mat is. Feet are parallel, knees are soft. We're going to move into a really subtle standing twist today where the arms come in front. So the first one, we're going to go to the right, which means that the left arm comes in front, right arm comes back behind us, and we're going to twist to the right. Okay? Let's start together in the center though. We're going to start right. Inhaling, arms come up to shoulder height, please. Feel your chest open. Exhale, twisting the body, wrapping that left arm in front, right arm in back. Drop your chin, turning to the right. Inhale, open up again in the center. Let's meet here. Exhale, twisting to the left. So that means the right arm will come in front and the left arm is in back. And I'm softening my knees when I do this. Let's try it again. Inhale, open up. Exhale, move into the twist to the right, which means the left arm is in front, right arm is in back. Inhale to center when you're ready. Exhale to the left. Okay, this time let's hold it on the right. Inhale, open up to center, open the chest. Exhale, move into the twist to the right and get comfy. Don't go too far. Stay there. Find your breath. Breathing here. Let's hold it for 4 more counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up on the inhale. Let's twist to the left. Breathing here. If you go too far and you get too excited about it, ease off a little bit. Holding for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up to finish. Open, open, open. Exhale the arms down. Beautiful. Pause here and let the body come back to center. You can even bring your feet together. Notice how you feel for a moment. Okay, let's come down for our lower practice. Let's go ahead and step to the front of our mat. Breathing here. And let's work our way down to tabletop, however you like to transition. Inhale, reaching your arms up, stretch up. Soften your knees, please. Exhale, folding forward. And again, just like we did in the beginning, decide how you want to come down. Maybe through low lunge, maybe through down dog. Whatever feels good to you. Take your time. We are going to come down to tabletop. If you're in down dog and you're enjoying it, take your time. And from tabletop, we're going to go back to that cat-cow variation we did that is the child's pose variation. So all starting together from tabletop with the back bend. Inhale, curve the spine and look forward. Exhale, round the spine, pull the hips back and reach the arms forward. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale back, forward fold. Last one, inhale up. Exhale back, forward fold, and then give yourself a moment in this forward fold. If you want to support the head, you can. Just picking up that quiet quality of a forward fold is really nice here. Breathing here, child's pose. Making contact with the earth to sort of send the message to the body that now we're moving into a practice that is a little bit quieter, a little bit lower here on the earth. Okay, let's all float ourselves up to tabletop and we're going to come down all the way onto our bellies. So what is the best way for you to do that? Maybe you need to come to your forearms first, go nice and slow and lower yourself all the way down. You can challenge yourself a little bit and hover in what we call chaturanga. Come all the way down and then stack the hands, elbows come out, flatten your feet. You can rest your forehead down and you can bring up the right leg, stretch it long and lay it back down. And bring up the left leg, stretch it long, lay it back down. Okay, we're going to go into cobra pose. So please bring the hands under the shoulders. You can keep that forehead resting down or turn it to the side. Elbows are in. When we do this, please make sure that you don't lift that navel center up off the earth. I want your navel center to keep contact with the earth. Let's try it. Inhale, press yourself up just a little bit. Keep your gaze down. Exhale, lower down. Back bending. This is our energy for the day. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep going. Inhale up. Exhale down. Okay, release your hands, rest down for a moment. I just want to talk to you for a moment. So let's have a choice here for the hold. We can either go into Sphinx, which is where we put the arms at like a number 11. The forearms are down, the fingers are spread open here. We can do that for the back bend. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, bring your hands out in front of you, a little bit towards the top corners of your mat. And when you come up for the inhale, press your hands into the earth, straighten the arms, keeping the navel center down. Come on up into that back bend. Breathing here. And again, you can be in Sphinx like this, drawing the earth back with your hands, or you can be in this sort of yin variation of a back bend. Keep your chin down, keep your gaze down, find your breath. Ease off a little bit if you've gone up too high. One more breath together, please. Inhale. Exhale, bring the body all the way down, slow, slow, slow. Stack the hands. It always feels good to bend the feet or bend the knees and sway the feet back and forth here. All right, we need to counter this back bend. So let's work our way back to child's pose. Use the strength of the whole body as you press yourself up to tabletop. And then on the exhale, round the spine and come back to the forward fold. Support your head. The knees can stay close together for this. If your forehead does make it down to the earth, you can even bring your arms back. Breathing here for a moment. Releasing the spine. Give yourselves a couple more breaths, and then we're all going to come up to seated to do a few seated postures together. Okay. Here we are. Let's meet on our seat and sort of roll back and forth a little bit. So a really nice pose to notice how the breath goes all the way into the belly is the pose of Dandasana or staff pose. Simply what it is, as you're seated on the earth, on your sitting bones, your knees can be soft, but have the energy of the legs be pulling together and the toes be up, okay? So we're engaged here. Take your hands and you can rest them down on the earth or maybe on blocks if that feels better, okay? Nice long spine, drop your chin. And let's go back to that breath that we talked about in the beginning. Even if you need to close your eyes to concentrate, take a nice big inhale, let the belly puff out. Exhale, pull the navel center back and up as you let the breath come out. Keep doing that, please, for a few more rounds in Dandasana. If you visualize what the breath is doing and you want to know why we are pulling the breath all the way down to the belly, let me tell you. The thought is that when you take the inhale in, you're bringing all the good prana, all the good energy down to that solar plexus or that fire area. When the breath meets the fire, it's burning up whatever you do not need. And then you exhale out that which is not serving you. So that is the visualization of the breath in yoga. Taking the inhale with all the good energy, having it meet the fire in the solar plexus, and then letting the breath exit your body. Okay, soften the body, release the pose out of your body here for a moment. I'm going to give you boat pose, Navasana today, but we're going to take it in steps. That comes right from the center here. Bend the knees, please, and have the feet be flat. I'm going to turn here to show you. I'm going to suggest that we support ourselves first with our hands here, with our arms. Keep a nice long spine. Go ahead and drop your chin. Let's just ease into this today, starting with the right leg. Inhale, taking that right leg up, maybe pointing the toe and looking to the toe. Exhale, take the leg down. Pause. Other leg. Inhale, float the left leg up, looking to the toes. Exhale, take the leg down. Let's try it a couple more times on each side, one at a time. Inhale, right leg up, as straight as you can. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, down. One more time. Do it on your own here. Follow your breath. And see how my spine is sort of moving back and forth naturally as we do this. Okay, soften here for a moment. You can choose to keep supporting yourselves on your hands or on your arms. You could even be on blocks if that helps a little bit, right? Or if you want to push it a little further for yourself today, you could reach your arms out in front of you and see how that feels. So maybe you want to take up one leg at a time. Maybe you feel okay with both legs coming up. I do like to support myself. I feel that it helps to maybe start that way. I love to keep my knees bent with this one. Sometimes I'll reach one arm at a time and then maybe both. But see how you feel, okay? Play around a little bit. We can play around in our practice. Breathing here, wherever you are. One more breath together. Inhale right into that fire. Exhale, release it. Whew. Okay. Let's take the legs and sway the legs back and forth, and even let your belly sort of push out and release here, right? Sort of push it out. No more engagement in the belly. Let the legs sway back and forth. All right, we're going to go on to our backs and we're going to go into a bridge pose, and it's going to feel really good on your belly because it's going to be able to stretch the abdominals out, okay? So let's find ourselves once again back on our backs together. Knees are bent, feet are flat. And when you get down there, I really do just want you to rest for a moment. So taking the hands to the solar plexus, letting the whole body drop down into the earth, and just taking a few deep breaths here all the way into the belly. Okay, let's involve the arms today. The feet are flat, the knees are bent. Walk your feet just a little bit closer to your seat, bringing arms down to the sides, maybe palms down if you can. Relax your shoulders. On the inhale, you're going to reach the arms back and bring the hips up for the bridge pose, opening up that abdominal area. Exhale, arms come down, hips come down. Take your time. Keep going. Follow your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, dynamic. And then we're going to release everything down. Let's give ourselves a little pause here. We're going to go in for the hold. So why don't you decide how you want your arms? They can go back or they can stay down. On the next inhale, we will reach the arms back, bring the hips up, and stay here. Exhale. Keep breathing. Pressing your feet into the earth, feeling the strength of the whole body. Let's count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release the pose. Let the spine slowly come down. Lower back makes contact as you hug the knees into the body, and let your body release here. Roll back and forth. Let a couple deep breaths out. You can even let a sigh out if that feels necessary. Breathing here. Please keep this right leg close to you, hug it in, but extend the left leg long. Let it rest down on the earth. Relax your upper body. Let's be hands-free here as we let go of this right leg. Our foot is still up off the earth. Our knee is still bent on the right leg. And we're going to take this right knee in circles. So taking the right knee in circles, getting a little bit of hip mobility here, hip movement. And you're deciding how big these circles are. Pay attention to what direction you're going in. Use your center to control the movement. That's center strength. Pause when you get back to the center and go the other direction. Crossing the leg, the hips have to move a little bit in this. Really sort of massaging that right hip joint. All right. Hug the right knee in. Just find stillness. Take that same leg, that right leg, and bring it up to the sky. Straighten the leg. Bring the arms out to the sides, palms down. And with your exhale for this movement to exit it, you're going to lower this right leg all the way down to the earth. Inhaling here. Exhale, take your time and lower that right leg so quietly all the way down to the earth. When it lands, release it, soften it, and let the whole body go limp. Okay, hug both knees into your body. We got to do all that on the other side. Keep the left leg close to you. Now extend the right leg long. All of a sudden it feels extra long. Relax that right hip. We just worked it a lot. Hugging the left knee in, let's go hands free to bring the arms to the side, palms down. And begin to take that left knee in circles, rotating here, almost like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your left knee. Notice what direction you're going in. Let the hips roll here. And have your breath just be natural. Have it be flowing in and out of you. Okay, pause when you get to the center. Go the other direction. If you can remember, right? Sometimes I don't even remember what direction I was going. Really massaging into that left hip, breathing into it, being grateful for all these amazing joints we have in our body that help us move throughout our day. Okay, come to the center. Take that left leg and straighten it up to the sky. Take a couple breaths. And then when you're ready on that exhale, when you go to come out of the pose, you're going to use the whole exhale to lower that left leg. Take your time, please. And then let it land down. Let the whole body go limp. And please hug both knees into your body, rolling back and forth, breathing here. Okay, I would like to lead you into Shavasana today with a meditation. So you can use this time now if you want to do something that I haven't cued you to do, like if you want to bring your legs up or you want to just do something a little bit for yourself, you can do that. Otherwise, you can use this time to set up your final resting pose or final seated pose, whatever you like to do for the end of your yoga practice. You know, some suggestions I always have are to put a bolster under the knees. We had a little bit of a challenging class today. So if you do feel warm, maybe you don't want to cover yourself. But finding yourself arriving and setting up your most comfortable final resting pose. And what's really nice is what we can do today is when you come down to rest, you can bring your hands back to the solar plexus, back to that really special spot in the body that houses the fire element. If you'd like to leave your hands there on your belly, you can certainly do that. If you love having your arms to the sides, you can also do that as well. Okay. And when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and let your whole body drop it down into the earth. Notice how your breath is naturally directed into your solar plexus, the seat of the fire element, instilling a sense of energy and radiance within. In order for us to enhance this experience of radiant energy, I'd like you to visualize a golden sun at the center of the body. A golden sun at the center of the body, infusing you with the fire element's essential qualities. Begin by sensing the light and the warmth of the sun's golden rays bathing your digestive system, enhancing the power of transformation and assimilation of nutrients. Breathing into that. Take several breaths to sense your inner sun illuminating all of your digestive organs, supporting them and functioning optimally, nourishing every cell of your body with vital energy. With your physical digestion more complete, the light of your inner sun now encompasses your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to digest life experiences more easily while releasing accumulated emotions and memories that drain your energy. Finding your breath once again and focusing on this beautiful inner light within, quietly arrive in final rest. I will be here in I will bring you out. According to Ayurveda, there are 5 types of fire in our lives. The fire that lights your home to keep you warm. The fire of desire or passion. The fire of hunger and digestion. The fire of criticism. And the fire of love. Coming out of Shavasana, begin to wiggle your toes and move your fingers. A slow awakening as you deepen your breath, reaching your arms back behind your head space to give your body a stretch. And really today, stretching the center of the body that we worked a lot. Rolling to your side for a quiet breath there. And then using the earth to press yourself up, maybe keeping the eyes closed the whole time. And we will all come back to our most comfortable seat to seal the practice together as a class, as a community. If you want to pick up the fire mudra again, it's the ring finger hooked by the thumb. Other fingers are straight. You can rest that down on your thighs. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Once again, visualizing this beautiful light within, this fire that sits right at the solar plexus. Breathing into that, take a nice big inhale. And exhale the breath out. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Katie. That